take a bowl, add 2½ cups of fine sugar powder, add 1 cup of flavorless oil, add 1½ cup of homemade curd. You can also use hung curd. Now beat it well. You can also use whisk or a fork. As you can see the consistency guys, but it takes much time guys. Now add ½ cup of room temperature milk and beat it until you get a frothy consistency. Make sure you beat it until you get this type of consistency. As our wet ingredients are ready, let's add the dry ingredients. First of all, place a sieve, add 2½ cups of maida and sieve it well. Now add 1 cup of dark chocolate powder, add 1½ tablespoon of baking powder, ½ tablespoon of baking soda and sieve it again. Now add a pinch of salt and combine the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients using a cut and fold method as shown on the screen. When the ingredients are mixed, use a whisk to remove all the lumps from the batter. As you can see, our batter is lump free and it got the perfect ribbon consistency. Now let's prepare the cake mold. I am here using chapati box guys, you can use any box of your own choice. First of all, grease the mold with oil or butter and dust it with some maida so that we can get the cake out of the mold easily. Now let's pour the batter into the mold. As you can see, our batter is so beautifully in ribbon consistency guys. Make sure you mix the batter until you get this type of consistency. It is very important to get the perfect consistency as it helps in the sponginess of our cake. In the end, tap the bowl a few times to remove the extra air bubbles. Now let's preheat the vessel. I am here using a silver vessel guys. You can use a cooker or a kadai, or it's completely your choice. Now let's preheat in a low flame for 10 minutes. After preheat, place the mold in the vessel. If you are using a glass lid and you have a hole in it, make sure you cover it with some dough. Now cook it for around 30 to 40 minutes in a low flame. Now it's time to prepare the whipping cream. Take a large bowl, add some chilled water with some ice cubes. Place another bowl over it. I am here using Baker's Villa whipping cream powder. Add 2 cups of whipping cream powder. Add 1 cup of chilled milk. Now give it a good mix. Now beat it with a beater. Now add another 1 cup of milk and beat it well. When the mixture comes to a liquid consistency, take out ½ cup of whipping cream and keep it aside because we are going to use it for the ganache. Now beat the rest of the whipping cream until we get the soft peaks. As you can see, we have got our soft peaks. Let's freeze the whipping cream in a refrigerator. Now take another bowl, add ½ cup of chocolate. Now heat the whipping cream which we have kept aside in a microwave or in double boiler method and add it to the chocolate and give it a good mix. As you can see, we have got the shiny ganache. Let's keep it aside until it gets to room temperature. Now place a tray. I am here using melted chocolate guys. You can melt 2 to 3 bars of chocolate in an oven or in a double boiler method. It's completely your choice. I am here using Amul dark chocolate guys. You can also use the dairy milk chocolate. It's completely your choice. But I prefer you to use Amul dark chocolate. Now add the melted chocolate over the tray and spread it evenly. We are doing this method so that we can get a perfect chocolate curls out of it. Now let's freeze it in a freezer. Now in a saucepan, add ½ cup of sugar, ½ cup of water and let it boil. Then add ½ cup of cherries. I am here adding the cherries which we can get easily from the bakery shop and let it boil until it gets to bubbling heat. Then filter out the syrup which we can use for the cake and keep it aside until it gets to room temperature. Now don't throw the cherries out. Add the same cherries to the saucepan. Now add another 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of corn flour and some water. Keep on adding the water until you achieve your perfect consistency of your cherry jam. As you can see, we have got the perfect consistency. Now let's transfer it to a bowl. Keep it aside until it gets cool. As you can see, our chocolate on the tray is perfectly frozen guys. Let's take out the curls. Using a spoon, scrap the chocolate, you can get the curls. and transfer it to a bowl and keep it in a refrigerator. Let's check on the cake. To check the cake, take a toothpick and pierce it at the center of the cake. If the toothpick is clean, it means our cake is perfectly baked, guys. If you find any batter stick to the toothpick, make sure you cook the cake for more 10 minutes. Now remove the cake and keep it aside until it gets to room temperature. As you can see, our cake is perfectly spongy, guys. Let's scrape the sides and take out the cake from the mold. While you are taking out the cake, tap the bottom of the mold and you can get the cake easily. As you can see, our cake is perfectly baked, guys, and it's so spongy. Now place it on a tray and cut the cake into 2 to 3 layers. It's completely your choice. I am cutting the cake into 3 layers, guys. Now all our ingredients are ready. It's time to decorate the cake. I am here using turning table, guys. You can also place it on a normal table. First of all, place some cream, then keep the cake tray and apply some more cream on the cake tray and place the layer of the cake, which is the bottom layer of the cake, and apply the cherry syrup which we have filtered out. Now add some whipping cream to a piping bag. Using a round nozzle, make a border on the cake. Now spread the jam evenly in the center of the cake as shown in the video. Now add some more whipping cream and cover the layer of the cake. Now place the second layer. I have broken the second layer, guys, while I am cutting it. So I'm gonna add it like that only. So make sure while you are cutting the cake, make sure you be very careful. First add the cherry syrup, then make a border with the whipping cream, then add the jam and spread it evenly, then add the whipping cream and cover the layer. And when it comes to the last layer, and repeat the same steps. Make sure you add double amount of whipping cream as it is the topmost layer of our cake, and spread the whipping cream evenly in all sides of the cake. When you are done with the whipping cream, now add the ganache which we have made earlier on the top of the cake and spread it evenly. And using our whipping cream, make some flowers on the cake. If you don't want the flowers, you can also leave the cake with the ganache itself. Now it's time for our chocolate curls. Now add some chocolate curls in the middle of the cake, and I am using the rest of the chocolate curls on the sides of the cake. And for the final touch up, add some cherries and freeze the cake for up to 2 to 3 hours to get the perfect taste before cutting the cake. As you can see, our cake is perfectly ready to enjoy, guys. It's super gorgeous. Let's cut the cake. It's ready to enjoy.